Soccer 605. I'm here with Coach Chris Derry and head of South Dakota United. Just enjoying watching your girls take another championship home today.
Absolutely. Played a remarkable weekend. 4 wins. I believe all 4 of them were shutouts. Looking good and getting ready to go to Ohio, represent South Dakota.
Well, we were talking earlier in the weekend about the ability of these girls to go to that level now and actually compete. You guys have had them out around the country and they've really done well.
They have. They've gone to Colorado, got 2 ties and a win down there. Went down to Texas, got a W down there, and 2 other. I think they got a win, a tie, and a loss down there. So far they've had a really good year, really good season, and being the U17 team, especially in a recruiting year, they've shown well. And I think going to Dayton, Ohio, they're gonna again show well. I expect them to show well.
Yeah, not only that, but you got U.S. Club Regionals in Chicago, where the rest of your teams are going, along with Legacy. That should be another pretty good adventure for them.
It should be. I think all the kids are excited. I think everyone's kind of gearing up. I know we were just talking to some of our Copa players are here, and we were talking about them. We're going to put them in the super group for regionals and let them go out and compete against some of the best. And hopefully Legacy shows up a little bit exhausted because they did well at regionals in Dayton, and are bringing some hardware, or bringing some respect back from there, and then go to Chicago, and we're going to see if we can bring some hardware home from there.
There's nothing like having a tournament like Region 2 Championships to get ready for another regional championship tournament.
No, I think the girls are really doing. They've been planning for this for a couple of years, and I think they're really showing the fruits of their labor. They've had some good. They've had some excellent coaches, not only with SDU, but their hometown coaches, their high school coaches. These girls have gotten a lot of good coaching all the way up the ranks, and that's a heck of a compliment to all their local coaches, and as well as SDU.
And they're used to making history. I mean, they were the first soccer team ever in South Dakota to play in a national championship tournament. Your club made history by having the first boys team in a national championship tournament and national champion. So you obviously know how to get them through that maze and get them to that national championship.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work, not only on the coaches but also the players and the parents. It's a group effort. It's a family effort. And the SDU family really works hard at trying to not only bring respectability to their team, but the respectability to the state. And again, we're just the final end piece, final product of what they've done locally with their local coaches or high school coaches, and with us. So it's been really nice to see that happen.
I've been around for years listening to people talk about soccer teams and clubs and stuff, and one of the big knocks that a lot of people have always said about South Dakota United is that it's hard for the kids to really gel as a team because they don't get a lot of time together like other club teams do. But looked to me like they were pretty connected through this weekend, so that's obviously not that big of a problem for you.
Well, there's a certain amount of team play that people bring up and stuff, and I understand that. And my answer to that is good players who like to play soccer the right way will gel quickly because they all have the same attitude. And the hard part teams have of putting teams together, and I've had the same problem putting teams together, is sometimes you got a lot of kids with a lot of different goals. When you got a team full of kids all with the same goal, gelling's pretty easy.
Yeah, and another thing we've been hearing around this tournament this weekend is, the absence of most of the South Dakota United teams here. You've gone almost exclusively U.S. Club. What are some of the reasons that you took that move?
More soccer. We want the kids to have the ability to play with us, but also play with their local teams. We've always tried to support the local organizations, and they've tried to support us. And the best way to work together is by taking away as much conflict as possible. Us being U.S. Club, we still get to go to regionals. We get to go to the regionals in Chicago. We still get to do all the same stuff we've always done. The only difference is we don't get to play State Cup here. And for us, State Cup, I mean, if we want to play the teams, we can play these teams at any time, and we're happy to set up friendlies. We set up friendlies with Dakota Alliance, had a great weekend going out and playing with those guys, and we're going to do that with anyone who wants to. But for us, to have the kids playing with their local teams, being able to roster with their local teams, being able to do everything with their local teams, and then also come play with us, it's a win-win for everyone, especially us.
Well, you talk to the kids, and they sure seem to be happy about the scenario. They don't get the pressure back home to play one or the other. They can get involved in both.
They can, and I'm looking here, and I'm looking at the Rushmore U15 boys who just won, and we got a couple of our players there playing with the Rushmore team. We've got players playing other places. I mean, again, more soccer, and that's what we've always said.
Well, and we're seeing in little pockets around the state collaboration like that and cooperation. That Dakota Challenge League is a perfect example of what the U.S. club-led organization did with U.S. youth soccer organizations around the state that really made a lot of great soccer for a lot of kids this spring.
It did. Robert Hoffman needs to be patted on the back, and a big congrats out to him. Robert put a lot of time in putting that league together. And all of us got the benefit of it. We reaped the rewards, so to speak. And I think next year it's going to grow even more, and I know there's going to be more involvement in it. And there's a lot of people out there who are trying to work together to make more soccer for their kids in their local organizations. And to me, that's nothing but a win for the kids and a win for the sport. And all in all, that's what it's about.
Well, at least that's what we hope it's all about, right?
Exactly.
Well, Chris, I'm going to let you get back with your team, and I see they're trying to get going and get out of here. But really, again, congratulations on the team showing so well. Best of luck. I know we'll be keeping in touch with you while you'll keep us up to speed when you're in Chicago and Dayton.
We will. We'll do our best.
Going to a tournament? At Select Top Tournaments, get all the information you need right on your smartphone. Instant messaging on Facebook and Twitter. Tournament schedules and results. Even coupons from local restaurants and businesses. You can find it on your computer or smartphone at tourneyprogram.com. It's easy and fun, and it's coming to a top tournament near you. So do you host tournaments? Go to easytourneyprogram.com and discover why every top tournament in the country is going to this incredible new platform.